beforehand. Odegaard comes off the bench.
Game has developed into a healthy rivalry, a game with an edge. Why so often has that suited you and your players?
I think they've been really tight games. I think there's two teams that show a great will to win, pride themselves on detail and tactical plans, and so I think they've been intriguing games. We've really enjoyed them, both home and away, and we've had some success, we've had some failures that we've tried to learn from. Today will be, I think, another great game.
So just looking at your team, it feels like you could line up a couple of different ways, with a 4 with Burn at left back or a 3 at the back. But is almost the variety and the flexibility to keep, obviously, us, but more importantly, Arsenal guessing, is that sort of the point?
No, you don't do it to keep people guessing. That's irrelevant. It's how we perform on the pitch. So, yeah, there's a few different ways we can go. Even in running, there's a few different things we can do to change our shape if we need to. But we have, I think, a strong team. We're looking forward to seeing that team gel together. There's some changes from our last game, but I do think it's a strong squad.
So if you don't need to keep people guessing, would you like to tell us, is it a 3 at the back or a 4 at the back?
No, you'll find out within no time.
So against Arsenal, has that variety you have, has that underpinned, do you think, a lot of your success? Not just the formation, but the fact you've pressed them at times, the fact it's been a low block at other times?
I think that we have all of those ways of playing in our armoury, and I think it's important that you do adapt depending on the circumstance of the game, depending what you want at that time. So no, we consider ourselves loads of different ways that we can defend, and there's loads of different ways we can attack. So we're picked.
Eddie Howe reflects on Newcastle's challenge against Arsenal. In the world of football, few things are as captivating as the post-match musings of a head coach. After a thrilling encounter between Newcastle United and Arsenal, Eddie Howe took to the microphone, his demeanour a mix of pride and frustration. The match had showcased the intensity and skill of both teams, but it was Arsenal's high-pressing game that truly caught Howe's attention. The match overview. As the players left the pitch, the electric atmosphere lingered in the air, a testament to the fierce competition that had just unfolded. Newcastle, aiming for a strong finish this season, faced an Arsenal side that was equally determined to secure their place among the league's elite. Howe's analysis was not just a breakdown of tactics but an insightful look into the heart of the game. Arsenal's high-pressing spirit. Eddie Howe began by acknowledging Arsenal's formidable nature. Arsenal is a very strong team, he stated, his voice steady but imbued with respect. You could see their high-pressing spirit, especially when they were losing. It's something that sets them apart. The intensity of Arsenal's pressing game was evident throughout the match. When Newcastle seemed to gain the upper hand, the Gunners would quickly regroup and apply pressure, forcing the Magpies to play defensively. Howe noted, you could see how they pressed until they got that equalizing goal, and then they capitalized on the momentum to secure the winning goal. The turning point. Howe's analysis pointed to a crucial moment in the match that shifted the tide in favor of Arsenal. When the substitutions were made, it totally changed the game, he remarked. The introduction of players like Martin Odegaard and Merino provided Arsenal with a fresh burst of energy and creativity. Those two players worried our defense, Howe continued, illustrating how their presence on the pitch altered the dynamics of the game. Their ability to find space and exploit defensive lapses was a key factor in Arsenal's resurgence. Howe highlighted the moment when Gabriel, Arsenal's defender, scored the decisive header. That was a turning point for us. We had been holding firm, but that goal changed everything. Tactical adjustments. Howe's insights extended beyond mere observations. He delved into the tactical adjustments made by both teams. In the first half, we were able to control the midfield and disrupt their rhythm, he explained. However, as Arsenal intensified their pressing, Newcastle struggled to maintain their composure. Football is a game of adjustments, Howe said, emphasizing the need for teams to adapt in real time. We had to find ways to counter their press, but their energy and determination were relentless. The tactical battle was not just about formations, it was about the will to win and the ability to execute under pressure. The emotional landscape. Beyond the tactics, Howe also acknowledged the emotional landscape of the match. In games like this, emotions run high, he reflected. Both teams are fighting for something important, and that can lead to moments of brilliance or error. The pressure of the situation often influences players' decisions, making every pass, shot, and tackle critical. Newcastle's players, while resilient, faced moments of uncertainty. Howe noted, "There were times when we could have capitalized on their mistakes, but we didn't take our chances." The emotional weight of the match was palpable, and Howe's role as a leader was to keep his players focused despite the ebb and flow of the game. Looking ahead. As the post-match press conference came to a close, Howe looked ahead. "We have to learn from this experience," he asserted. "Every match presents an opportunity for growth." The focus now shifts to the next fixture, where Newcastle will aim to bounce back and refine their approach. "Arsenal is a benchmark for us," he stated, acknowledging the Gunners' status in the league. "We want to reach that level, and to do so, we need to analyze what went wrong and how we can improve." Eddie Howe's reflections following the match against Arsenal provide a glimpse into the mind of a coach who is both strategic and emotionally attuned to the game. As Newcastle United continues its journey in the Premier League, Howe's insights will undoubtedly shape the team's approach in future matches, driving them towards success. In the end, football is not just about the scoreline, it's about the lessons learned, the growth experienced, and the passion that fuels the beautiful game. For Howe and Newcastle, the road ahead is filled with challenges, but the spirit of resilience and determination shines brightly.